decomposing gloves here, and I know I'm wearing black, but orange is the new black, so yeah. I like this. So anyways, I am redoing this video. This is actually in the series. This is the 10th video as you'd be watching it. It's the producing video, giving an example of doing production in FL. I'm doing it just because I know a ton more. I'm going to limit myself to FL. I already have an idea of sort of what I want to do. I want to make like an electro thing, but the main purpose of this video is not to show you how to make, I don't know, to make a track. The main purpose is to give you ideas on different things you could do to produce. So let's go through here, and I'm going to try and keep it to like a half hour, probably not that much. So the first thing you need, so I'm going to make a big electro track. So I already have this in my head. I've got my vision. So now I'm going to pick, you know, what do I need? I need a big kick. So I have, FL has a pack for a bunch of these kicks that you could go and get. I'm going to just use a plugin. I'm going to use the fruit kick. We're going to be, I don't know, this would be sort of a corny kick. But I figure I'll show you some additional plugins while we're in here. It is in here. I swear it's in here. Fruity granulizer. It is called, oh my gosh. Just let me do this. Fruit kick. There it is. That's the one I want. I know it's in there. Okay. So I'm going to put it every 4. And my tempo, now I have a number of series out now, like how do you use specific plugins. I have one for Citrus and for Hummer. So I'm not going to be explaining sound design. Go watch those if you want to know about sound design. I'm going to be just focusing on making something, but this is the kick we have with our plugin by default. And that's what I'm going to use. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to skip straight to this big fat electro drop. So I'm going to, if you hold down shift while you drag with your pencil tool, bang, bang, bang. It's the same thing as the paint tool. So don't bother yourself coming up here. If you click your middle mouse wheel and then right after you click it, click the left button while holding down your mouse wheel, you get this menu, which is the same thing as this menu. So this is better because then you don't have to keep reaching up here for stuff. You can just scroll and move around super fluidly. So anyways, I've got this going on. Now I'm going to open up Harmor. I'm going to make a big fat triplet sounding thing with this. This is going to be my big fat bass with a slash. And first, let's just write out a rhythm. And I want my thing on 1/3 beat. Now, again, I have a music theory series out. I suggest checking it out because it's pretty cool. So we're going to do with that. So we have this. Let's zoom in here. Let's go to 1/3 step. I want this because it'll allow me to get these half things. One more, one less. I just want the rhythm for future use, because I can't build that rhythm with my grid as it is. But I like this rhythm more for writing out triplets. Let's work, we're working in C. Let's do C minor. Oh man, I deleted my note. I need this. I specifically need this note. Let's move this over here, because let's just go do 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 do. I was thinking more, maybe this is do 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 do. Let's do the quarters. Now let's make it a big fat bass. So again, I have tutorials on how to do this. So not reverb. I'm going to make it a rolling phase. Or is this rolling phase? Spectral randomness running. I'm going to make it spectral randomized. Now this is really loud. Another thing you should be aware of is this is on by default. So get rid of that. Alt click it. Doom to doom gone. And we're going to turn the volume down some. Dang. Okay, we're going to put this through its own thing. I want to hear timbral changes. I don't want to hear a gigantic bass quite yet. We're going to compress it. And, okay. It's pretty close. Let's turn on B. I like that, so we'll turn it back up. So we'll put that in there. So let's see if we can't. Let's make this a little bit more different. Let's spice it up some. Let's add some more. Let's go back to the compression. So we could vary up the rhythm. That would be a cool thing to do. Oh, but let's just clone this. We'll hold on a sec. Let's do cell clone Control B. I learned how to deselect too. Check this out. So I always have this issue when I'm recording, and I can never seem to get it to select what I want. You just hit Control D, bang, freaking solved, man. Wish I'd known that earlier. So one thing we could do here is we could always add a layer. Let's and then right here we could have a rise and it would drop again, and then we're really going. So let's add a riser. So let's come in here, go to citrus. So I want to do a natural riser, so we're going to add a new pattern. Boom. We're going to call it the riser pattern. Go to citrus, turn it on to default. Go to operator 1, turn it on to noise. And that you're done. Rename it. Hold down shift and click to rename it. Riser. Hit Control L. Go to your mixer. Why didn't it go to there? Control L. There we go. Your mixer should pop up automatically. Add some reverb. Make it completely wet. Go over here. Add the Fruity Free Filter 2. If you probably don't have it, go to more plugins and look for it. It's an old plugin. It's not included. Go to a low pass. Automate the frequency. Make sure you have an area selected so that it only shows up in the area you want selected. Then turn it on like so. It will be loud. I know this from experience. Therefore, turn down the thing. We are using write a note. So we have 8 bars. I want an 8-bar riser. We'll make it very subtle. So go to the piano roll. Go to C5. You can hear the noise. Go all the way to 8 bars. Make it precisely 8 bars. Hold down Alt to leave the grid when you're selecting notes. Now, put your note down. It is not selected. Select the pattern that is riser. There you have it. An 8-bar riser. Oh, mine's 7 bars. An 8-bar riser. This this filter movement will be very loud and obnoxious nearing the beginning. So we're going to do a filter movement closer to this with it maybe like that. And this is open filter. Now you should have this. Now that's a pretty fast. That's not that cool. Let's come over here. Something like this would be more appropriate. And this is gonna be a 4-bar riser. There's no point in having 8 bars. Important note: don't put unnecessary crap down. So if it's gonna be 4 bars, just make it 4 bars. Make your life easier than having to start it from way over there to hear it. And mine's slightly off. Gosh, dang it. I got by this thing. Delete that extra point. Cool. This is it comes in pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Is there resonance on my filter? There shouldn't be. There is. I don't want resonance. So I'm well, maybe just a touch. Go watch my Sound Synth Basics if you want to know about filters and resonance and other fun subjects that are pretty basic. Just that. Control D. Yeah. And then here, we need to arrive somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another rhythm, maybe the same rhythm, but this time we're going to layer it with another bass. So we're going to come over to Citrus, because we should use Citrus more. Citrus is a good plugin. You should watch my Citrus from the ground up and my sound design with Citrus. Then we're going to write out a new rhythm real quick that will reflect our now more intense drop. So it'll be da 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 da. Whoa, way too long of a note. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a weird thing. That's what I'm thinking. Na 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 na. So to be a simple one of these. Na na na. A. E. B. Ooh, that's a wrong note. Yeah. Oh yeah. And now we're going to copy that. Ooh, copied. We're going to paste it. This is going to be called the burp. The burge. The burp. The burp. Oh yeah. So we're going to FM like this. Let's make this an octave lower. Make this an octave. Let's make it 8. And then 4 will be, oh, not 4. I like that. Let's take this triangle. Okay, that's pretty okay. And then let's make this. Let's send the burp to some distortion. An EQ. And distortion. The wave shaper. Distortion. Notice how our kick has like completely disappeared. So, I mean, like we're not going to do that the entire time, but on the kick though, we need to make it bigger when it hits right here. So we're going to make this unique goodbye rest of you kicks. And we're going to clone those. And on B, we're going to clone this kick. Yes, that's right. We're going to clone it. And we're going to put down 4 steps. We're going to make the max. You hear the difference in the kick there, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to keep it simple, you know. I could spend forever working on kicks. Everyone does that. It's not a secret. The ability to manipulate kicks just takes a long time to do. So I'm just going to settle with that. And then here we should add in some sort of like a, you know, like those pad things. I need to stay in FL Basic plugins because that's one of the rules about this particular thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to turn on the reverb. I'm going to turn on the volume. I'm going to bring it not so loud and have it sustain with a long release, a little bit longer. Ooh, that's very, very, very low. Ooh, yeah. Add some reverb on this jazz, some more. Oh. This is gonna eat my CPU. Oh, yes, it will. I want to move the prism, but I'm scared. It would be so outrageously cool if Harmor also had things like Massive that you could put little articulators in and have them modulate each other. Just as like Harmor 2.0. Like, yeah, it's a pretty good idea. I like it. I think it's a good idea. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe you're like, nah, Massive, screw Massive, blah, 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 mainstream, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. So, okay. I don't know. This is pretty okay. I don't want the sub. It's going to be like our pad in the background to create an the atmosphere, you know, the sphere kinds. We're going to do this B. Whoa. That's way too. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? We have C minor, basically. C minor, and it goes to A a little bit. Oh, we're going to call this the pads. The pads are calling me. We're going to call this the pad Olicious. Yep, I will totally remember about this thing. What the heck am I doing in A? Which one of you told me to write an A down? I don't even know. Ooh, yeah, that's, ooh, oh my. This thing needs to just be longer. And just hold out. It needs a bandpass filter is what it needs. Is my bandpass filter like not friend? Oh, that's right. They're on separate deals here. Okay, never mind. Custom shape. This will be easier if I send my Padalicious to my own filter. We're going to use the EQ2 for this. So I'm going to make this a band pass filter. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, you like that? I like it. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you think it's stupid. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Pads. Oops. Ah, dang it. Pushed the wrong thing at the wrong time with the wrong people at the wrong location. Okay. Bring this up several octaves. This will be da na 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 la la la. Let's. I have some cool sound things over here. They're okay. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and go into samples that I have. Okay, don't hate me. But I have these weird atmospheric samples. Yep. So let's find a cool one. That one's cool. Okay, let's bring it down. Oh, mysterious entry there. So, okay, it doesn't quite, this does not fit quite. Let's get rid of the, this would fit better if I got rid of all this, that thing. Maybe we can enter a trance type deal here. Maybe da na 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 isn't the best idea. Maybe we need to do something different. Maybe that's like something we need to do, or that right there. Let's come in here, make unique, get rid of all this stuff. Oh yeah, I feel like we're on to something here. Now what we need to do is move. We need to move a filter around right here. And we should start off with a sudden change, like boom, sudden change. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I think it's cool. Maybe you guys don't think it's cool. I like it though. We're like creating a mood, sort of this big electro trance thing. And then right here we could have a synth line of some kind. Go to default. Yeah, and then just send it through, turn the chorus off, turn the reverb on. Again, Citrus from the ground up. In Sound Design with Citrus has this kind of junk. And we could have it do this. We could have it go like, woo, you know, like a flute type deal. Have our atmospheric melody. It's got too much dry signal, not enough wet. Oh, yeah. Then we could have it slide. Oh man, I dig it. Maybe you don't dig it. I don't care if you don't dig it. I like it. So there. That's what's important about music, right? You make what you like. Here we'll have the harmony. this would be something that would go on for a while, like another 16 bars, a full phrase. And this thing would just, whoops, this thing would just get pulled over. I would, honestly, I'd probably pull out something like absinthe for ideas, things like this. The absinthe's fabulous, but figure just use the samples. You guys probably like using samples. I don't know, maybe you don't like using samples. Maybe you're one of those people that's a purist. This, and with this sort of a feel, I can turn I'm just adding more movement to the EQ there. I can turn this back up. Now in the big fat bass, I'm going to add a filter to it because it's just taking up too much of our spectrum. And it'd be cool to have a low pass on it and have it come in and up because we can have this thing in the upper end of our spectrum. So I'm going to add Fruity Free Filter 2, a high pass. It's just a super straightforward. Turn the Q down a little bit. Create an automation clip. Okay, so which one? Where did it go? This is it. So I'm gonna for the duration of the intro, the low pass will be off. Ooh, my bad. And then right here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I'm getting close to calling it because of whatever, but I've to the point where Control S seems like something I should hit. Electro, we'll call it the Penguin Gino. I don't know. I need to think. Let's see here. I'm taking Logic, and in Logic we have all these arguments. You have like syllogisms, which are really basic arguments. You have abilities to we learned about non-phrases today and how to convert different argument types into other types of phrases. Maybe I could use that. Because a like let's say you've got a woman, like one circle, a category is woman, and then you have non-woman. And woman would be like only women would go in there. I was thinking during class though, I'm like, what if it was just like the finger of a woman? Would that be considered like still woman? Like would that go in that category? Or would it go in a different category as a finger? Like could you have woman fingers or like woman, like what if she had like her finger chopped off? Would it still go? I was having this issue. So anyways, but I understood the main idea. Women and then non-women. So like pizzas, pencils, more than just man goes over there. Literally everything that's not woman, which brought me to this thing. And then I started thinking about Plato and his idea of I forgot what they are. I remember them being represented as circles. Ideals, the ideal woman, and that kind of a thing, like these concepts. So maybe I could call it, ooh, man, ideal would be kind of a cool one. The non-ideal. I used to write tracks that didn't really have, they were just sort of experiments, and I wanted to get away from that. I didn't spend a long time thinking about this. But anyways, the non-ideal, there we go. We have some sort of meaning. So also, if you have a concept, it's so much easier to write. If you're wondering what that click is from, that's from the wave shaper. Just so you know, it's the wave shaper. Now this thing now does not fit quite as it, where it's at is fine, but it just sticks out. So I don't know. Let me listen to it. Let me see what I want to do. There's a number of ways we could approach this. Of the intro, now that I've had this part, I would change the intro a little, but it'd be kind of cool to have this big pounding rise and then come back. If you've heard my track, Feel the Beat, very similar to this one. In regard that I have a big electro thing, like a huge moment, like within 4 bars or 8 bars or something, I'm like freaking let it go. Everybody dance now. Boom. Like it's that kind of a thing, but. Oh, you know what? Let's bring the filter movement. Let's bring it up. And we'll bring it back down. And then I need a bigger rise right here. So there's a number of things. I could create my own riser. I could go and find another riser. I happen to have a number of wind risers. They have some in here, but they're like, they're weird risers. So I'm not going to use one of those. Where's this thing now? And then see, this right here is begging for some sort of release. And I'm going to go back to Black Octopus. I can make my own. It's essentially just a really compressed clap with a kick, with a high pass kick. But I'm going to just use the one they have. So impacts. They have 2 of them. I'm not sure what that is, but I've made similar things. That doesn't sound like there's any high pass kick in there at all. But if you wanted to click at the beginning, but it's a clap of some kind that's been highly reverbed. And you spend a long time getting your transient just right. So dope. Now, you could deal with it by moving this around, but eventually you're going to want to send it to your mixer for a mix down phase. I've gotten to the point now where I've done this so many times and made so many tracks that I'll be creative and just sort of try and mix it as if it was like a mastered track. Like, why I'm being creative, I just don't care about rules because it's creativeness. And then afterwards I sit down, I say, okay, I'm going to mix this, and depending on what I did would influence if I decide to turn all my crap down and then turn up each part individually and really mix it around like 6 dB and then go at it for mastering. You know, just that's what I found I like to do. This beginning part I would definitely change though. But this part, this would be the rise. I like this. Now, this feels like there's too much happening. This melody is not the melody I'm going to end right here. This is not the melody I would settle with. I'd double this length. I'd create a more melodic sort of introductory melody that would get busier later on. And then I would enter into this moment, which would allow people, that's the moment where everyone's just like feeling it right there. And then I would move back out, and I'd probably come in with some sort of an ARP, some sort of atmospheric ARP thing that would come in, and it would be kind of cool to have people talking during it. So I might finish this track, I might not. It's pretty cool. Feel free to, use whatever ideas you got from this on whatever you're working on. And there are a number of times I wanted to reach for Contact in Absinthe, for example, and other things, but you do not need to. They're just tools that I have, and I paid money for them. So I like to use, when I feel like I should use a particular tool, I like to use that tool. That's why I have it. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. We were eternal.